Hey everyone! We enjoyed spending the summer back home, hanging out with family and friends, and visiting a few places in southwest Minnesota. We're back on the road and starting our eastern U.S. trip with a week in northeastern Wisconsin before we head to Michigan's Upper Peninsula. This week we are staying in Wausaukee, Wisconsin, where we plan to hike and paddle at a state park and check out a couple of spots on Green Bay. Our campsite this week is a full hookup site at Evergreen Park and Campground in Wausaukee, Wisconsin. This is a small campground with plenty of full hookup sites as well as some shaded sites up the hill. There are picnic shelters and playgrounds as well. This is a small town, so it is relatively quiet, and we enjoyed our stay here at the campground. We celebrated a birthday on the road. I turned 40 this week, and we had a wonderful dinner at Riverside Tavern in Crivitz, Wisconsin. Wausaukee sits in northeast Wisconsin, just across the Menominee River from Michigan's Upper Peninsula. It is in Marinette County, which just so happens to be the waterfall capital of Wisconsin. The county has 920 miles of rivers and streams flowing through, with 15 gorgeous waterfalls, some of which you can admire up close. We checked out a few of the many waterfalls in the area. Most of these falls are in Marinette County parks, which require a $5 daily fee per vehicle, but you can visit as many of the parks as you'd like once you've paid for the pass. Dave's Falls County Park was just 10 minutes down the road near the small town of Amberg. This was one of the busier parks we visited, and there were plenty of trails and viewpoints you could access to check out the many falls and rapids here. Slide Falls and Smalley Falls are just a mile and a half apart on Morgan Park Road, just north of the town of Pembine. There is a 250-yard rugged walk to Smalley Falls. Slide Falls has a rugged overlook where you can check out some smaller falls. There is also a steep but well-maintained trail down to the main falls. Slide Falls was definitely our favorite of the Marinette County waterfalls we visited. About a half-hour drive from Wausaukee is Governor Thompson State Park. This state park, along with the Governor Earl Peshtigo River State Forest, covers over 12,000 acres of recreational land. There are 16 miles of trails at the state park, as well as plenty of boating and fishing opportunities. The state park is also home to the 48-acre Woods Lake, popular for swimming and paddling. We hiked the Otter Trail, a popular 1-mile trail through a red pine forest. We also walked part of the Pine View Trail, which took us past an old fire observation tower and to a small picnic area overlooking the tranquil Woods Lake. One morning we came to the state park and rented a canoe. The canoe rental was $15 for an hour or $30 for 4 hours, and they also have kayaks and paddleboards for rent. There are no motorized boats allowed on Woods Lake, which makes it the perfect lake to canoe on.
Wonderful day to enjoy the view.
The water was so calm and the park was so peaceful.
And then this is how we share a Gatorade.
We saw a kingfisher diving for some lunch and a great blue heron flying around the lake. It was a beautiful day to be on the water. After paddling around the lake, we ate lunch at the Big Dipper ice cream and sandwich shop, just down the road from the park entrance. This place has some typical drive-in food and a variety of refreshing ice cream flavors. We also stopped by Veterans Falls County Park while we were in the area. This has a trail that leads down to a viewing deck, and you can walk closer to the falls and cross a footbridge as well. High Falls is just down the road in front of this dam. We couldn't pass up on a drive to the twin cities of Marinette, Wisconsin and Menominee, Michigan, both of which sit on Lake Michigan's Green Bay. On the way there, we stopped at the Peshtigo Fire Museum, a big museum in a small Catholic church. This museum tells the story of the October 8, 1871 Peshtigo Fire, the deadliest forest fire in U.S. history. The fire ravaged this sawmill town and a large swath of northeastern Wisconsin, taking the lives of an estimated 1,500 to 2,500 people. It is known as the Forgotten Fire since it occurred on the same night as the much more well-known Great Chicago Fire. The main floor of the church is dedicated to the fire, along with displays and items from the late 1800s. There are 2 more floors below that have a ton of antiques. This was a really neat museum that has all kinds of old appliances, furniture, logging equipment, and so much more. Outside of the museum is the old cemetery that has Wisconsin's first historical marker, as well as a mass grave for 350 anonymous victims of the Peshtigo Fire. After checking out the fire museum, we stopped at the Peshtigo fish viewing platform to see if we could catch a glimpse of some fish, before heading to Marinette and Menominee. We ate lunch at Yooper Dogz in Menominee, Michigan. This was a cool little spot that offered specialty hot dogs and sandwiches. Keisha ordered the jalapeno popper grilled cheese sandwich, and I got the Dewey dog, which came on a garlic bread bun and was absolutely covered in chili, onions, and mozzarella cheese. The food here was pretty good. After lunch, we stopped at the Menominee North Pier Lighthouse. The lighthouse has been at its current location since 1927, but there are markers along the pier that show 2 former locations of the original lighthouse. You can also get a panoramic view at the top.
Made it to the top of the lighthouse. Woohoo! There's the light thing that's been replaced.
Across the bridge from the lighthouse on the Wisconsin side is Red Arrow Park, a great place to walk around and enjoy the beautiful wetland scenery. Also in Marinette is the Marinette County Historical Logging Museum, which unfortunately closed for the season the day before we got here. It is open from late May to late August. Northeastern Wisconsin is a beautiful area full of lakes, streams, waterfalls, and more. We enjoyed our time here as it was quiet and relaxing, with many scenic areas within a short drive. Join us next week as we cross the border into Michigan's Upper Peninsula, where we will cruise through Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. If you enjoy our adventures on the road, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content as we wander America. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.